So to make the Purflings, I got like this little fixture here. So there's like a razor blade attached to the board, and I use it as a gauge. So it's like, so I always have the same distance of the cuts, and that's how I do it. Okay, so I made this Purfling, and as you can see, it only bends in a certain radius. So in order to bend it in this radius, you can see they stop each other because it's too wide. So I'm gonna do something like this, where I'm gonna flatten it on this side, and it's gonna make it so yeah, it bends more. And I already marked the place, and I'm gonna sand off on this side here, and yeah, let's see if it's gonna work. I'm gonna use my drum sander for it. Okay, as you can see, yeah, goes around the corner now. And the reason I do like custom Purflings is I want to have like more gluing surface, especially on the front side, because the neck is pulling up, and yeah, I want some nice gluing surface here. And yeah, also having like these bigger Purflings gives me like a more stiff border, and it's gonna make the frame and everything much more stiff, and I think it's gonna be helping sound wise too. And yeah, also looks kind of cool. I like it. So this will be fit in here, so I need to cut it out. And Okay, so this will fit in here and hold the end pins of the 3 different pickups, and yeah, will be nice and solid. So now I've routed out this outline, and now I'm gonna route this dimension. So first I'm gonna cut out the rough material and then go to the router and use this template. So I'm at the stage right now, and I've marked where it's gonna be cut off. So here, and here it's gonna lay or rest on the Purflings. So I don't want to touch that, but I want to round the whole thing a little bit. Because I don't want to have like sharp edges inside of the guitar. I'm gonna use a couple of hand tools for that. So the body is now finished to receive its purflings, and I've sanded the outside and inside of the sound holes and the cutaway sound hole in the side port. And now I'm gonna glue on the purflings, and I've got my custom purflings. So the reason why I'm making them myself is because I want more gluing area in the front where the neck is attached, and also they will hold the neck angle adjustment brace, how I call it. Yeah, it fits in here, and there will be also a purfling that fits that brace. And yeah, for that reason I make them myself, and also I think they look a little bit better than the regular ones. And yeah, but the problem is they kind of broke in pieces, and but it doesn't matter as long as this area is like nice and intact. And on the other areas I only need like the gluing surface, so when I put on the frame I got more gluing surface than just this tiny 3mm hemstone. Okay, so but yeah, the good thing is it's much easier now to glue them on when I have like more small, a lot of small pieces. And first I'll start here and then move around. Also I'm gonna fit in these pieces for these strap pins. So I got more material underneath. They are nice and secure. Okay, the glue is dried overnight, and now I can remove the clamps. And one reason I also do this is to make sure the outer contour of the guitar is like the same, so it's pressed against the negative. And these purflings are quite thick, so they really make the shape stay like this. Also, they make the frame much more stiff and rigid, and I believe that it will make the guitar sound better. So that's the outer contour of the top layer, and yeah, I think I'm gonna place it like this. So now I need to sand the flush, and then I can install the pickups, and then finally glue on the top, and then we are almost there. Okay, now I need to drill the holes through the hempstone so they're not going through. And I'll start with the yeah, already did it. The belt pins. And now for the end poke check. So this will be the humbucker. And then I'll do one K&K and the other is the Misi. And they all got like little different diameters. So this is the regular output check is like 5.5. That's this one. Et voilà. Need to deepen that. Yeah, there you go. Triple pickup. Okay, now we need to clean up the inside a little bit. Okay, now it's almost time to glue in the upper transverse brace, my neck angle adjustment brace. And how it's gonna work, there's gonna be a maggot screw in here, and I need to drill a hole into the body, and then you're gonna take a longer hex screw than that, and you can basically screw this in and out, and this will press against the underside of the neck joint. So the neck's gonna be like here, and if you screw this out, it's gonna change the neck angle and therefore the action of the guitar. And this is like one of my features, and it's proven to be really useful because my guitars are quite, in order to make them sound good, they have to be quite flexible, and flexible things tend to flex and move, and so the neck angle needs to be adjusted sometimes, maybe when it's like winter time and the humidity changes and you travel with the guitar. Also, you can change the neck angle for your liking, so for different playing styles or so. And it's like a super important thing about my guitar, so you don't be disappointed when the neck, like the action, isn't where it should be. You can adjust it with this screw, and to access it you could go through the side port, like the cutaway sound hole, but it's quite uncomfortable to do. Takes some practice. And because of that, I'm gonna drill a hole like in here, and I set up this screw. So make a mark, and now I know where I need to drill the hole for the access for the hex screw. It's also just gonna be quite small. You barely gonna notice it later. So, and now I can glue on this brace. And I fit it quite nicely, and I cleaned up the inside and everything, drilled the holes, and I need to glue it on, and then I can level the playing field and glue on the top. Okay, time to glue on this brace, and I've taped off the Purfling, and I'm also gonna want to put enough glue that it fills the gaps, and want to have this like really tight. And later, when I'm gonna sand it, the brace will also stick to the frame, so it will be really nicely nice and strong in there. And so put a piece of fabric here, so in case some glue drops. Okay. I want all the gaps filled with glue. And these will press it down. Really get some pressure on the bottom. Okay, now that the inside is already done, I need to care about the outside, and just like the raw hempstone, and I've made a couple of tests on like the off-piece. So it's like the piece that that my colleague is cutting off, and I can use it to make like some tests, coloration tests and finish tests. So I'm gonna aim for something like that. So a little bit like nice and red, but a little bit into the brownish area, so it doesn't. It fits nice to the plum, which is kind of copperish, brownish. So at first I need to sand the body, and I don't want to sand it completely, so just like the surface, so I have like these hempstone structures still on there. So I use a quite rough sandpaper and this soft pad, so I can get like into all the different shapes. Okay, so now it's time to get some color on this body, and I've already laid down some oil paint, so that's like very high quality oil paint, and I'm gonna mix those two, so I have like a red and a brownish red, and I'm gonna mix those two with some linseed oil. I think that looks good. So I want to achieve like this kind of color, but I'll see how it goes, and I can work it back and forth quite a bit. I think I'll start in the middle and then see where it's going. I think that's too little oil. Basically I can apply it and then wipe off the excess. So I also use like my glove to spread it, and I need to be quite careful with the sound port bindings. that if you use like the gloves and kind of work it like this, when it's drying, you get like a very even, nice coat without the brush strokes. So when I would do this with a brush or a piece of cloth, I would get like these marks, and when I do it like this, there are like no marks. It's like very uniform. Okay, so the oil is dried now, and I'll just lightly sand it with some very fine steel wool. Just to even out the color a little bit. You see in the steel wool there's like nothing going off, so yeah, it's basically all in the hempstone soaked up. And you see like this marbling, this texture, where I haven't sanded the hempstone. It's like the surface is more rough and it soaks up more of the paint, and it gets much darker that way, and so you got like this texture. And on this spot I haven't done anything because I want it to be nice and rough, so you got like a really good grip later, where you have the guitar on your lap, so it doesn't slide away. So it's a good thing about the hempstone, you can have it nice and grippy. Okay, now I think it's ready for some finish. Now I'm gonna apply a coat of shellac, and this is gonna be quite straightforward. I got it mixed up here, and it's like very saturated, so it's very thick, and it's going to dry quite quickly, and I only have to brush it on. This rough area, I have to get it in all the pores, tapping it a little bit. Okay, now I'll have to let it dry and then maybe go over it again, and it's very fast and easy. Okay, now I'm ready to sand the outer frame of the body, and as you can see, it's like not very clean, and I need to level this plane so I can glue on the top later. And I'm using my drum sander for that, and I've got like 2 different planes, so this is a little bit lower than this one, and yeah, it's basically what you have on a electric plane. And I'm gonna push the body over it and yeah, make it nice and flat.